Howdy, folks. It's Dr. Flo, back with our daily reflections from Love and Action Network. Love and Action Network seeks to encourage, equip, and empower bold dreamers of all walks that follow their bliss and their dreams in life. And I hope that something that is shared today will encourage, equip, and empower you to live your best and be your best. I've got a couple days to cover. In week 37, Healing with Love, diving into our restorative practices of love. And I've got about 10 questions per each day. And so I'm going to get these done very, very quickly so that I can move on with my programs. And by programs, I mean Unfuckwithable with Flow, which is my mastermind and coaching program where we do deep dives once a week into what's going on within the businesses and dreams of those who pay premium to be part of all of the encouragement work that we do. And I see that we've got some friends of the network in this space. So thank y'all so much for coming. I want to be out of here in no time. I'm here for a fun time, not a long time today. It's been so good being able to do these little love drive-bys on TikTok and Clubhouse and Substack and YouTube and Facebook and all these spaces and not spend so much time. Hi, Tony. It's been so good to just be able to be present for a little bit and keep it pushing because life is on the up and up. And I'm very, very grateful. So, healing with love. Restorative practices of love. Yesterday was the root chakra. For those of you who are part of our network, gratitude and wholeness to you. For those of you who are part of our network, you'll know that every Sunday we start in the root chakra. The root chakra is all about safety, stability, and also grounding. And yesterday's theme was love as the foundation for safety and security. So here are some questions to help you reflect and go deeper in your roots. I am. Who are you? What are you doing? Who do you want to be in the planet? How do you want people to see you in your I am? Very important question. So here we go. When do you feel the most grounded in your love? How has How has love helped you feel safe in uncertain times? How has love helped you feel safe in uncertain times? What daily rituals could you create to root yourself in love? What daily rituals can you create to root yourself in love? Where in your body do you feel stability when you give or receive love? Where in your body do you feel stability when you give or receive love? Thanks for sharing. How do your family or ancestral patterns influence your sense of safety in love? How do your family or ancestral patterns influence your sense of safety in love? Remember, the root chakra is all about your grounded energy and calling on your ancestors and your family to bring that sense of safety to you. And how do these patterns influence that sense of safety for you? What boundaries help you protect and honor love in your life? What boundaries help you protect and honor love in your life? Question 7. How can you transform fear into love through grounding practices? How can you transform fear into love through grounding practices? Who in your life helps you feel deeply secure, and how do you acknowledge them? Who in your life helps you feel deeply secure, and how do you acknowledge them? How do you embody love through acts of service for yourself and others? How do you embody love through acts of service to yourself and others? Last question. What steps can you take today to anchor your life in love more fully? I love these empowering questions. It's kind of like it's no one else's responsibility. What steps can I take today to anchor my life in love more fully? Y'all know for me, it's drinking my water and minding my business. What steps can I take today to anchor my life in love more fully? Drinking my water and minding my business. Ooh, there's nothing better, child. There's nothing better. All right, let's move forward into sacral chakra energy. The mantra of the sacral chakra is all about I feel. I feel. I feel uplifted. I feel supported. I feel loved and lovable. I feel like my back no longer hurts the way that it did. This morning, some of you know that came to the morning peer support room on Clubhouse that I did yoga, which is supposed to make your back feel amazing, and then immediately pulled a muscle in my back and then stretched, and now it's fine. It's so funny. So I feel my back. I felt my back. It's so funny. Sacral chakra energy is all about creativity, pleasure, and flow. And this week's theme is all about love as joy, intimacy, and our creative flow. And here are some questions to help you reflect. Remember, in our network, we have more questions than answers. I used to be a person who thought that I had a bunch of answers to give to people. Like, you should do this, you should do that, be saved. Now it's all about the questions and allowing people to answer the questions for themselves and see what kind of enlightenment you come to on your own, Rosie Cortez. Question 1 today for Sacral Chakra Monday. How does love fuel your creativity and imagination? How does love fuel your creativity and imagination? When was the last time you felt love expressed through joy or play? When was the last time you felt love expressed through joy or play? How can you cultivate healthier intimacy through love? How can you cultivate healthier intimacy through love? We asked this question earlier in the morning room. What role does self-love play in your ability to experience pleasure? What role does self-love play in your ability to experience pleasure? How does love help you navigate emotions with more grace? How does love help you navigate emotions with more grace? What activities make you feel creatively alive and connected to love? What activities make you feel creatively alive and connected to love? Ooh. Where do you resist love out of fear of vulnerability and why? Where do you resist love out of fear of vulnerability and why? That's a doozy. Ooh. For me, I resist love by I resist love out of fear of vulnerability as it relates to going deep in my relationships with people. You know, the deeper you go in your relationships with people, sometimes the deeper the feeling of rejection in the end. And while we recognize in our network and beyond that rejection is the divine's protection over our lives, rejection doesn't always feel good. So I will resist loving people or allowing them to love me because I don't want to feel rejection. I don't want to feel them walk away. And those of you who know me well, and those of you who may be meeting me for the first time will know that I have deep abandonment wounds because of people turning their back on me or switching it up or flipping it up on me, as the cool kids say. And so I will resist love out of fear of vulnerability because I don't want to get caught in the flip, of it all. And so at times it's like, well, why even love in the first place if people are going to switch it up? So I'll just stick to myself. But that can close doors. So I'm working on that. We recognize that every action is love itself or a call for love. And I want to make sure that I am allowing in the love and not resisting it. That's my answer. What's yours? How can you bring more lightness and play into your relationships? How can you bring more lightness and play into your relationships? What is one way that you can allow love to flow more freely into your life? What is one way that you can allow love to flow more freely into your life? Last question. How does my relationship with love shape how I give and receive affection? How does your relationship with love shape how you give and receive affection? Do you believe that love is scarce? That love expires on the shelf like the muffins that I got from the store this morning? They weren't expired, but they're going to expire on September the 16th. Do you believe that love expires? Or do you believe that love is infinite? Do you believe that love is scarce? Or do you believe that there's an abundance of love that can shower the earth and cover the universe? And your relationship with love shapes every bit of giving and receiving of affection. And if you believe that love can come from the north, south, and east and west, then it will come to you. This gnat is trying to love on me in the house right now. It has an abundance of love. Or do you believe that love is scarce? How does your relationship with love shape how you give and receive affection? So good, so good. All right, I got to go to my meeting. Got to go to Unfuckwithable with Flow, the daily mastermind, where we go deeper in our dreams and we actually come to some conclusions about the commitments that we're making and also where the resources are to help us grow and build. But on behalf of our production team, Tara Praolo Studio, Poppy Water 33, and myself, Andre in the Flow, we thank you for attending today and offering your love and your vibrations. Thank you to everybody who contribute positively. And also thank you to those who watched. I really appreciate your bearing witness to love as often as you can. Remember, what you witness in this life and bear witness to is what grows. So hopefully you saw and heard something positive today coming from my calm spirit. Stay in your power. Stay in your joy. Stay loved and lovable. And I will see you very, very soon around our fantastic network. Take care.